My name's Tyler Robinson. I'm a friend of Ryan's, but in this context, I'm working with them on the real estate broker's side. And so I've been in and out of the building countless times now, just going for inspections and tours and other things.
And you're local.
I'm local.
Okay.
I grew up in Lake Charles, but
Okay.
I've been in New Orleans for 8 years now. And so I wasn't around at the height of the dewdrop, obviously, but I've seen it. Every time I pass, I've always kind of wondered about it, and so it's exciting to be playing a small part in bringing it back now. And one of the things that has really stuck out to me is almost every time we have gone there for an inspection or for a tour, somebody from the neighborhood who just happens to be walking down the street and stops us and asks us what we're doing and tells the story about the time while they were at the dewdrop and how amazing it was and who was playing and who was there. And it just, there's this excitement about the building and about the possibility of it coming back. And every time one of those people has come to us, it's somebody that lived in the neighborhood then and still lives in the neighborhood today and is sort of, has this huge, beautiful energy and excitement about bringing it back. So that's gotten me more excited, even though I'm playing a very small role, it's gotten me more excited to be a part of it.
Cool. Thanks for sharing.
Hi, I'm Gail, and I'm really too young. I was too young to go in the dewdrop, but I know my grandmother and my mom and my uncle always shared the dewdrop with me. Matter of fact, my great uncle was blind, and he was living in a hotel of the dewdrop. But I can remember my mother. This was like a date night out for her and my father. They would get ready. She'd put on her best dress. She'd put on her gloves and her hat, and they would go out and have a ball. And I can remember the next day they would say, "Girl, don't come in here. Y'all got to eat whatever for breakfast. We not getting up yet. We're gonna sleep a little bit more." But it was good. It was good days for them. Good time for them. And I can remember them going there as often as once a month. Once a month. So it was really, really great. I met a lot of people. It was great for them. I'm just so sorry that I wasn't able to share some of that with them at that time. But, yeah, I've heard so many good stories about the musicians and the people, and everybody got dressed up and went there. So, good days.
That's very
And I'm so happy that someone is bringing it back. So now we can share it. I can share it with my daughter and my grandkids. So that's a beautiful thing. I'm so happy that someone has made a decision to take it to another level. So thank you.
Oh, do you have stories for us? Do you need a prompt?
Oh, I'll tell you this. I am Frank Penny's granddaughter. I am 60 now. So I didn't get to see all of the musical guests that were there, but I have a lot of stories from my family, my father, my mother, my aunt. When I was little, I remember going to the dewdrop and sleeping in those hotel rooms next to the office, because my grandmother ran the hotel part. My grandfather would be home sleeping during the day, and he'd come in at night when the entertainment and everything was there. So that's how we rolled at that time. I met a lot of musicians who played at the dewdrop. A lot of them are dead, and they used to tell me their experiences that they had. Deacon John, Walter Wolfman, Tommy Ridgely, they used to call him Catman, Ernie Cato. A lot of them are dead. Even Danny Barker. I met with him, talked with him. The only thing I regret is that I didn't take those conversations. So I have a lot of pictures though. I have a lot of things, memorabilia from the Dewdrop.
Yeah.
I was just showing somebody a menu from like 1940, 1950, where you could get like po' boy for 40 cents, an oyster po' boy for 40 cents. I'm just so happy that somebody's taking interest in the Dewdrop to bring it back. Because if I had the family to do it, I'd do it again. But we're a very small family now.
Yeah.
So I'm just so happy that Ryan and his group is willing to take on that project.
Well, let me ask you, so like knowing what you know from your really close personal experience with it, what do you think is the best thing that we could do to honor the history of it?
I think that museum part is a great idea. To have the live music again would be wonderful. To have, if they have like a restaurant or a cafe, that would be wonderful. The area where the suites come in, that's wonderful. You know, because that's what the Dewdrop was. You know, it was at one time it was a 100-room motel. Up to 100 rooms they had. Yes, a barber shop, a restaurant. It was pretty much 24 hours. You know, everybody's talking about red beans and rice. I had red beans and rice at the Dewdrop. You know, the musicians lived at the Dewdrop. You know, my grandfather went to jail many times. I have articles about that because we weren't supposed to mingle with whites. And blacks weren't supposed to mingle, right? Well, he would let them in the club, you know, and some very famous people. And the police would come and they'd all go to jail. But they'd get out. My grandfather, from what I understand, was the first black to hold a concert at the Municipal Auditorium. Again, that was a fight. He had to go to court for that. My brother was a fan of that man, Adam West. My grandfather was very good friends with Adam West. And I think that was the reason why. But Adam West used to like music, just you know, so he would come down and visit. So there are a lot of different stories, and I'm sure you're going to find a lot of people, maybe some of the musicians, if we can contact some of the musicians who are still living, they can probably tell you a lot of stories. I'm just happy this project is on the way. That's all. Because I really was sad because I really couldn't get it going myself or my cousin Kenneth. You know, it takes more than two people. It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of support from the community and the people that are going to put it together. So I'm just happy it's going to happen.